Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you once again. This time we're going to go over to CNN, and this is in politics. And this is very historical and unprecedented. Donald Trump guilty on all 34 felony charges. Okay? A Manhattan jury found Donald Trump guilty of all 34 counts of falsifying business records in his hush money criminal trial, an unprecedented and historical verdict that makes him the first former U.S. president in U.S. history to be convicted of a felony. Judge Guan Merchan set a sentencing hearing for July 11th. Trump's sentence is up to the judge and could include prison time or probation. Okay. Prosecutors accused Trump of taking part in an illegal conspiracy to undermine the integrity of the 2016 presidential election and an unlawful plan to suppress negative information, which included concealing a hush money payment to an adult film star. A felony conviction of a former president or party frontrunner is unprecedented, but Trump, who is a 2024 presumptive GOP nominee, could still run for office. Trump called the jury's decision a disgrace and said the real verdict will come during the presidential election on November 5th. Joe Biden said on social media that his 2024 rival can only be defeated at the ballot box. Okay? And that is the tally that we have. Yes. Moving right along, it says a New York jury convicting Donald Trump of 34 felony counts of falsifying business records brought the former president's weeks-long trial to a close, but excuse me, ushered in a new phase of historical case. Now in the unique position of being the first former U.S. president convicted of a felony, Trump faces the possibility of prison sentence or probation for his crimes stemming from a hush money payment scheme he helped facilitate ahead of the 2016 presidential election. Trump, who is known for mounting lengthy appeals of court rulings against him, is also likely to appeal the conviction, which could significantly delay his sentencing, currently set for July 11th. This is true. Okay. When will Trump be sentenced? Judge Guan Merchant has set Trump's sentencing for 10 a.m. Eastern Time on July 11th. For now, the former president will remain out of prison as he awaits his sentencing. Prosecutors did not ask for Trump to post any bond. Can Trump appeal his conviction? Shortly after Trump was convicted, his attorney Todd Blanchett asked Merchant for an acquittal of the charges, notwithstanding the guilty verdict. The judge rejected the pro forma request. Can Trump still be elected? Nothing in the U.S. Constitution bars a convicted criminal from running for nation's highest office. University of California, Los Angeles law professor Richard L. Hessen has consistently said the Constitution contains only three limited qualifications for running for office: being at least 35 years old, a natural born citizen, and at least 14 years a resident of the United States. Hessen continued. Will the conviction cost Trump the right to vote? Trump is a Florida resident. When it comes to the Manhattan guilty verdict just rendered, Trump is right to vote in Florida in November. Election will depend on whether he is sentenced to a term in prison or if he has finished serving that prison sentence by the time of the election. Florida's felon voting, sorry, Florida's felon voting prohibitions apply to people with out of state convictions. However, if a Floridian's conviction is out of state, Florida defers that state's law for how felons can regain their voting rights. Okay? Stormy Daniels, attorney Clark Brewster, said his client was really emotional following the former President Donald Trump's guilty verdict in the hush money case. He told CNN's Caitlin Collins that Daniels faces the realization of a finality and had a lot of emotions flowing. Brewster also responded to Trump's attorney Todd Blanchard, saying he raised Daniels' testimony in appeal, arguing that it was straightforward and they had an opportunity to cross-examine her, which I'm assuming that they did not. Elena Evans, friends of Stormy Daniels, an adult film star, told CNN's Abby Phillip that she and Daniels absolutely feels vindicated by Trump's guilty verdict, calling it a joyous day. Okay? We were deemed credible and it's heartwarming in the way because so many people judge us for who we are. Our backgrounds, it's something that's thrown in our faces again and again. It isn't a reflection of who we are as people, Evans said. Evans added that she's really happy simply because it meant that at the end of the day, it really is an adult film star who is stepping forward and being the person to put that man to the truth. Okay? And it's a whole bunch of more stuff that I can ramble off on. Very interesting article indeed. The former president has been convicted on all 34 counts, but he does have the right to appeal and, go through the legal process, which I'm pretty sure that Trump is going to do his best, just like any other case, to drag it out to its bitter end. Okay. Um, is it a bittersweet victory? No, because Donald Trump is just one of many people in his position um, that has been somewhat brought to task for his crimes. Um, will he be brought to task for all of his crimes that he's committed throughout his life? Probably not. Most likely not. Will he get away scot-free on some of them? Probably. The probability is somewhat high for that. But at the end of the day, at least the people that's involved in the case, they have some sense of vindication. Uh, you shouldn't base a person off of their, side note, it always strikes me as funny how politicians in general always want to condemn, escorts and sex workers and stuff like that, but they rely on them really heavy. You know, some would say, or some would speculate that, a lot of the laws that's being passed as far as like abortion and stuff like that, everybody wants abortion. The saying is everybody wants abortion or doesn't want abortion until they get their side chick or their mistress or their escort or their sex worker pregnant. You know, then, we're pro, let them have the abortion. But when it comes to everybody else's reproductive system, you know, we can tax that and throw Roe versus Wade out the window and all of that, because the parts that you were born with doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the United States government. Side note. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Drop down in the comment section as we always do. I love to hear from you, so come chop it up with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. If you made it this far to the video, thank you so much. I truly do appreciate it. And with that, you guys, I will get with you in the next one.